morning, fellow adventurers. Beagle here, back for another grand adventure. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm at the Center Park Trailhead in the High Uintas, and I'm up here for a weekend doing a quick overnight, getting prepped for the Highline Trail again. And look who we ran into.
Hey, do I know you?
It's Mr. Steve Paxalot.
I think I saw you last year.
I did.
Up on that mountain somewhere.
Yeah, just ran into him up here random, man.
Awesome. It was good to meet up with you again.
We talked last night and planned a quick overnight. He was coming up here. We were going to go out overnight somewhere, and we were going to meet up on the Highline Trail next week. But we said, hey, why not make it happen? It's a lot cooler up here in the Uintas, and it worked out. So we're here, and my buddy Gary with me still. Here's Gary.
I hope to survive the night.
You'll be fine.
We'll be fine. But yeah, we're up here. It's a beautiful 63 degrees-ish, something like that.
61 when we stopped.
Yeah.
And better than the 98 and 100s that we had down last couple days. So we're gonna get the packs on here and start heading up the trail. We're heading up, what's the name of the lake?
Well, it's called Swasey's Hole.
Swasey's, yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's the Swasey Lakes Basin, and there's several lakes up in there. It's about 5.5 miles in.
Yep. So we're gonna get to it. We'll check in here with you in a little bit. We're I don't know, mile and a half, 2 miles into it, and we got our first climb here. We're gonna climb over this little plateau, whatever you want to call it here, and then we got a steep drop down to the next drainage where we're gonna climb up a little bit more to our campsite. But we're just taking a little breather here. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to the altitude. We're already over 10,000 here, and I'm feeling it definitely. So we're gonna push on here, and we're taking our time. There's no reason to go fast for 5.5 miles on a single day, so that's what we're doing. So take our time, enjoy it. Gary and Steve are down there yapping, taking a break.
Ah, there you go. Strawberry pie for dessert tonight.
You might have yourself a treat. Heck yeah.
That's why you bring a pita pocket or something like that, right?
Looks like they got some cattle control here. Got some barbed wire down. We did see the cows driving in on the forest road. They're everywhere. Beautimous. Still see the higher ridge line. It's got the snow on them.
Oh yeah. How about those views, huh?
Real similar to the Naval Point jetty there in Cape
Yeah. Can only get better the higher you go. So this is like where you do the Paxalot shuffle. Yep. With a view.
It's not up high, so this should be able to get us. You have your remote. No, it's filming right now.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna still show.
Well, somebody blinded on you, yeah, it's one thing.
All right, so we just took another little breather here and a water break
And all
before
the
we
clothes
cross
off.
this big open meadow here. A little exposed. And even though the temperatures are nice today, the sun is pretty brutal. It's definitely a strong sun when the clouds aren't covering it. But we're gonna head across this meadow, and at some point this big plateau here will drop down into a drainage, and we'll stop there for maybe some lunch and water up again. Man, it's great to be back here in the Uintas. It's just as beautiful as before, and this time we can see still a lot of snow left over from this big snow winter they had. You know, the upper ridges are still lined in snow. What did you do?
You know the famous Bigfoot.
Yeah. Just get it out of the way now. Get it out of the way now. Yeah. There's not only one, but two Sasquatches up here. Following me. I can't get rid of them. Oh yeah, we got the boundary here for the High Uintas Wilderness. And we got one more ridge to climb before we're in the basin we're going to be camping in. So, got a little bit of work to do. We're going to head up there now, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, nice little view here. So this here is the Yellowstone Creek drainage. That's where I went last year and a couple of years ago. We came out. I actually came down in the valley, and the year before that, Jeff and I came out along the ridge there, down into Swift Creek.
Yes. And that's a fantastic trail, that Swift Creek.
All downhill. It was fantastic.
Well, it's Razorback Ridge,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Cliff on both sides and you're right down the top. It's just a cool trail.
But that fire was just somewhere up here behind us, because we remember looking back and seeing the smoke up here.
It might have trickled into this basin we're going into.
Yeah, it came off of one little lake up here. That's where the lightning hit. I don't remember which one it was. All right, so we're almost at the top of this ridge here. So you can see, I was saying earlier, snow's hanging on to the higher elevations. I also see some pink up there on the snow. You don't want to eat that. Definitely poisonous algae. But, just passed a couple hikers who gave us some intel for Anderson Pass. So he attacked it from the south side here, which is unique. Not too many people do that. And it's clear snow, so we shouldn't have anything to worry about with the micro spikes or anything like that. So it's good news for our next trip.
What is that, 10,
Okay,
11, 12 miles?
so we have just crested the little rise here. We're going to be headed back down into the drainage. And just to show you around a little bit here.
Swasey Lake's right at the base of that.
Yeah, Swasey Lake's down this drainage here. We're going to come down Anderson Pass in the drainage and head this way towards Porcupine Pass when we come here our next trip next week. This over here is Yellowstone drainage, where I've made two exits. The first exit was to escape those fires. And one of those fires was, I believe, right up here in this area, because we could see it from the end of the trail. And look at all that snow. Wow. Luckily, it looks like Porcupine is clear.
Just that one patch.
Anderson looks like a couple patches, but the trail's clear. Trail's clear on Anderson right up there. So yeah, we're stoked. We're gonna get on down the trail here and get down the base and get camp set up before the afternoon storms roll in. Can't beat these views, folks. This is just amazing up here. Even though I've been in this basin before over there towards Kings Peak, it's just a whole different viewpoint, a whole different perspective. gorgeous. But we're headed down here. Swasey Lake is right above the little slope there. If you can see it, I don't think you can. But that's where we're going to be camping, just short of Swasey Lake. There's a just short of Swasey Lake. There's a little smaller pond where the runoff comes off of, and that's where we're going to be staying. But plenty of forest, shade, and it's supposed to be some good camping spots down there. See you down the trail.
All right, well, we come across some people on the trail that noticed us, and anyway, we just wanted to highlight them on our videos. So
Yeah, what's your names?
Yeah, Dustin Davis,
And Clint Olson.
out of
awesome.
Utah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Love it to be out here in the Uintas. It's awesome.
All right.
Dustin actually was my first person that's actually recognized my channel ever. It's only taken me 5 years.
I'll look you up.
It's just recently too.
Right on.
Or, I'm sorry, you did. What's your name?
No, I
No,
did.
he did, but I'll
Dustin.
look you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a big day for me, guys. This is landmark. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
Right on.
all right.
It's
Thanks,
awesome,
guys.
fanboy.
Appreciate it.
Good to meet you
Thanks.
guys.
Take care.
Have safe
All right,
travel.
guys, so we're in a burn area right now. And we're going to be taking a big drop down here real quick into the basin. But this may be the fire that spawned and made us go over Bluebell Pass that one year in 2020. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one or not, but this is definitely in the right area.
Well, it might just be Mordor.
It might be Mordor.
Doesn't
Is
it?
it?
Look kind of like it?
You see,
This isn't where you lost your ring, is it?
No, no, my precious got lost in a different burn area.
Okay.
My precious.
All right, well, it looks like this rain's building, so let's get this done.
Yeah.
sometimes see pictures, something like this, and it makes me think of a golf course in a way, because the water traffic. I'm not a golfer, but
All right, everybody, we have finally established some camp at this unnamed lake. It's just below the larger lake up here. I'll post the name over here in the video. I can't remember what the name is, but yeah, we've got camp all set up. We got camp all set up. I'll go ahead and give you a little tour here. So we've got this nice shaded area here I was just sitting in, but kind of a lot of deadfall around here, so we didn't want to set up our tents in there. Second thing is, as you can see, I got a bug net on. It's mosquito and black fly hell out here right now, so I'm smothered in Carradine so they don't bite me, and the head net's keeping them off my face, but they're just swarming up here. Reason being, it's, you know, all the snow they had a late melt off, and there's also, if you can see it, just right through the trees over there, there's that little lake, and then there's an outlet where the stream runs all the way down the drainage here, and that meets up with the Yellowstone Creek. But yeah, here's my humble abode. I got the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL1, or HV UL1. Mr. Gary here, he's got the Rainbow, I think it's the Tarp Tent 2. Nice tent. And Steve still lives to his name of Packs a Lot. He's got the 3-person Big Agnes Copper Spur. The man's a beast. But yeah, we're at 10,700 feet. We came up over a ridge right up over here, which is up like 11.5 or something like that, maybe close to 12. And then we had to drop back down into this drainage from the other side where the car was. We did about 6.5 miles, which is a mile and a half more than we thought we were going to. So I'm beat, and I'm not doing too well with the altitude, because at 10,700 is probably too high to start off with on the first day, coming from the city and coming from Delaware yesterday. So I'm not taking too well the altitude right now. Nauseous earlier. Did manage to down a tortilla, because another problem I got is my dinner did not rehydrate. Must have gone bad. It's not soaking up the water. So don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but yeah, no real dinner tonight except for a tortilla. So I gotta do something about that. So Steve is making some throws out here at the lake again, trying to catch something.
Yeah, fishy.
He caught one earlier. So Steve and Gary are down at the lake right now. Steve brought his fishing poles because he's spending like 5 days up here doing the fishing stuff. So he got a head start on the lake down here. And tomorrow morning the plan is Gary and I are going back to our truck and heading back to town so we can meet my buddy Jeff that evening at his house. And then we're all hopefully going to be hitting the Highline Trail coming in at Henry's Fork on the following day, which will be Tuesday. Barring I don't have any more issues with the altitude, but that's the plan anyway. And Steve is going to go ahead and head up the drainage further towards Tungsten Lake, and then we're going to meet up with him probably on our day, end of day 2 at Tungsten Lake. So we'll meet up, camp again together, and then we'll be finishing the Highline over to Hayden Pass, and Steve's going to come back out and exit down the Center Park trailhead. So hopefully everything goes as planned and we can see him again. But you know, we're always up to changing stuff if we have to. Like if I'm not doing too well with the altitude, or anybody for that matter, we can definitely do ins and outs. You know, go in one night and come out, stay lower altitudes until we're used to it. And we got options. So, and if we have to, we can adjust by canceling the Ruby Crest Trail and, you know, extending our Uinta one if we have to. Lots of ways we could do this. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today and following our progress. I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to see if I can sleep off some of this nausea. So once again, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. We are packed up and ready to head back to our car this morning. It was a pretty decent night. Temperatures didn't really fall as much as we expected to. I didn't sleep well because of things that I got going on, but seems like everybody else did. Steve tossed and turned a little bit, but I think that's because he's a year older today. Happy birthday, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
The big 5'3". So yeah, it's pretty special to spend it on trail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a fun day.
But yeah, he gets this whole another 3 days, 4 days, something like that.
Yeah. If the original plan works out, we'll meet you on the Highline. Otherwise, we'll adapt and conquer and go a different route.
Yep. Sounds like a good week. Anyway, we're gonna hit the trail. I need to get back to the car and figure out what's going on with me, and figure out the rest of that rest of our hikes for this coming week. All right, thanks for tagging along with us. Appreciate it, buddy. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and all that stuff. See you in the next one. Feeling scary. And look at that. Horseshoe. Supposedly, those are good luck if you hang them over your doorways, but I don't know what it means on the trail. Hopefully it's the same. Oh man.
11 o'clock. 11:01.
I called it.